Okay, well, welcome to Dock Park, and it's a beautiful May day. And what's happening is yesterday was the start of the physical works in the park. We're seeing a big improvement in the park and the infrastructure and the facilities within the park. It's taken us 2 or 3 years to get to this stage. We've been working with the Heritage Lottery Fund, who are funding the works here to the tune of, they're putting in the best part of £1 million, and the council are putting in the best part of £1 million to a £2 million project. Starting at the north end of the park, the car park will be redesigned. At the moment it's not fit for purpose, it's not a very welcoming entrance to the park. That will change, it will very much be a welcoming entrance to the park. We'll remove the old toilet block and the dog exercise area. Coming into the park, the cafe, the surrounds of the cafe will be improved to have outdoor seating areas, and then looking at the play area, that will be a completely new play area followed by a small event area. Then beyond that we'll have a new large event area as well, which will be reinforced underneath. There will be power to it. All in all, it will be a park that will be fit for purpose, taking us forward into the future. It's a very historic park at the moment. There's a lot of history in here. That will be restored. The old bandstand will be restored, but we will create a park that is fit for the future, that people can use and enjoy going forward.
Well, today we're down in the Dock Park in Dumfries, which is the flagship facility we've had in the past. It's looking a wee bit tired, and what we're looking to do now is to start the redevelopment of the park and to make sure that we can deliver new services and a welcoming addition to the offering that we have in Dumfries. Well, actually what we're looking to do is actually enhance the bandstand, bring it back into use. Small area there where maybe we can actually hold small concerts. There's some of the walkways around here, they'll be actually, the play area will be brought further up here today or later on this project, and we have the cafe behind you, and that's what we're actually looking at to deliver, an area where parents can sit, have their coffee, and the kids can play safely. Next summer we're hoping to be able to open the new facilities with all the updated equipment and stuff we're putting in. We're looking at new golf facilities down the bottom. It's looking rather tired just now, and hopefully we're ready for next summer. I think the feedback that we've received is, when are you starting? I think the public realise that they're going to lose their park for a year whilst we develop it, but I think there's a lot of people out there who are wanting a flagship park to be put in place for the people.
Sadly, is there any negative feedback?
You get the odd one that, you know, why wasn't it done? What are you actually planning to do? Why are you taking away maybe slight areas that are historical issues? One's, I think, Kelly's Shelter, but we're replacing Kelly's Shelter with actually looking at something different, where we're doing a viewpoint so that people can actually look at various environmental things on the Nith. So that's a positive there.
Well, obviously I've been born and brought up in Dumfries, which is 65 years ago now, and living in this vicinity, this was a place of real importance to us, even as very, very small children. Being brought here with my parents, who lived quite nearby along the White Sands. Everybody congregated here when we were children. It was just a hype of activity, and it was somewhere to go because people obviously didn't have any money. But through the years, personally growing up, even as a teenager, this is where most of us would meet. The boys from St Joseph College would come down. We'd have coffees in the college cafe, which is quite nearby, along by the river for ice creams, bicycle rides. Also in those days I can remember the bandstand, which is in dire need of repair now. We used to have the local town band doing performances on a Sunday, and it was great fun. There was lots and lots of people. There's a lot of history to this, obviously, this whole area. And as for me at the moment, looking at Graceland's Cafe, again, as a child growing up, it was an old man's meeting place. And when you would walk by, the waft of cigarettes and pipe smoke, tobacco smoke would just be filling the air, and they would all be in there, all retired, old guys with their flat caps on, playing dominoes, you know, playing whatever they were playing. And it was a part of the town history. It was somewhere for them to go. Coming along this end towards the north part of the park, again you've got the bandstand. There was nothing, trampolines, there was no play areas or anything like that. You basically did your own thing. Tennis courts were always there. They were always somewhere to play. Kelly Shelter's along there. Can't give you the date, can't remember offhand the date when it was built. I think it was the Provost after Provost Kelly. My own name in those days, my maiden name was Kelly, and my father, bless him, used to tell me, always sit in Kelly's Shelter because we had it built. The Kellys had it built. And for years and years I was convinced that that was part of my family heritage, and I was very, very proud of it. Sadly, some years ago, it was set on fire and it was burnt down. I'm pleased to say it's now been, as far as I know, I haven't been up there for a while, as far as I know it's been built back up again, or it's been repaired. But there is a lot of history, and this is well needed, what they're about to start now, because there's been talk of it for years and years and years, and nothing's ever been done, nothing concrete. Let's get this doing. So today, just to come down for a quiet coffee with my daughter, who's just returned home from the military, it's been absolutely brilliant to see this activity, and let's hope they get it done quite quickly, although they're talking about maybe next March before it's done, but it's needing to be done even at the top end where the tennis courts are, the trampolines. All these things need to be done. I mean, Dumfries it's a tremendous place for tourists. Travelling north or travelling west, there's so much to give tourists here, and I'm speaking from personal background because I did bed and breakfast here for about 9 or 10 years. And I had people from every corner of the world staying with me, just a small bed and breakfast. But I've done a lot of travelling in my time, and it gave me a lot of pleasure to let people see what this area, Dumfries and Galloway, has got. Tremendous potential here. So this can only be for the better, for the future of the townspeople, and on the whole for the tourists coming into Dumfries.